Hey guys, welcome back to Super Marcel World. Now, I gotta say, I love versus movies. I just love it when iconic characters come together and fight. Before we start, I gotta warn you, beware of major spoilers. Now, the poster of the film says one will fall. Does it really? I'll tell you, but not yet. Let's start with the review for Godzilla vs. Kong. Here we go! The story. Our Earth appears to be hollow and it's home of the Titans and also source of their power. Kong is being transferred to Hollow Earth so he can lead us to the power source and Godzilla attacks. This is only the beginning of a few epic battles between two massive icons. What I like? Blockbuster spectacle. Now the visuals and action in this film is a lot better and a lot clearer than in the previous films. The fights mostly took place in the dark or in the dust or in a storm, and it always clouded your vision of what was really going on. You could tell, but it was still clouded, and I hated that. You're coming to see these epic fights, so show the goods. This film clearly changed that, and the fights are epic, and it really gives you the feeling like you're part of the action. The fights are long, breathtaking, and at times brutal. When we get to Middle Earth, Kong is attacked by these two bat, snake, dragon flying things, and their design is absolutely beautiful. I love them, and Kong just totally whoops their ass. I love it. He totally smashes them. Awesome. And then there's the Hong Kong fight. Whoa. I'll get back to that. The score. I absolutely love Tom Holkenborg's work. You might also know him as Junkie XL. I love his work for most of the DC films that he did, but especially his work for Mad Max Fury Road. That score was absolutely brilliant. And here Holkenborg once again delivers. His score is once again massive and thrilling, and it really takes the action to a whole nother level. What I don't like. Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla is a fan favorite, and while he's awesome in some of the older films, here I feel like he's too much. This is Godzilla vs. Kong, and I feel like they should have really just focused on them. Why add a third one? And it's in combination with another thing I don't really like about the film. It's the human technology in the film is so much more advanced than in the previous films. Even though these films are not realistic, I feel like they always try to keep it as realistic as they could. They kept it darker and gritty and serious. And now, with that human technology so much more advanced and the Mechagodzilla entering, I felt like it just kind of detached me a little bit. And at times I felt like I was watching Power Rangers or Star Wars, and I didn't feel like it really belonged in this film. I felt it was kind of too much. The ending. Now, the film's poster and trailers promised one will fall. Is that true? Well, yes and no. Yes, one does fall, but it's not Godzilla and it's not Kong. It's Mechagodzilla. He falls, the other two survive, and that's kind of a bummer. Now, I already knew it's common sense that there wouldn't be a real winner, because if you let Godzilla win, all the Kong fans will be pissed off, and the other way around. So they can't really have one winner, because the fan base, or 50% of the fan base, would explode. So they need to be creative in a way to end it in a satisfying way. A perfect example of this is the film Freddy vs. Jason. That ended in a way that people are still debating and discussing right now. Now, in the film, the little girl that communicates with Kong tells him that Godzilla isn't his enemy, but it's Mechagodzilla who's the bad guy. So Mechagodzilla is taken out, and after that Kong and Godzilla just face each other and decide to stop fighting because they're apparently not enemies. In the film they say there can only be one Alpha Titan, but apparently there can be two. So they face each other and they stop fighting, and I thought that was kind of lame and kind of easy. And people might say the same thing about the Batman and Superman fight with the Martha scene, but at least that had a psychology behind it. Here it's just oh wait, you're not my enemy, okay, I'll go, and they each go their separate ways. And I feel like they could have done way better with that. Most magical moment. It's gotta be the Hong Kong fight scene. That scene is so spectacular. All the fights are spectacular, don't get me wrong, but this has got to be my favorite. And I love the look of Hong Kong with all the lights on different buildings and the Titans battling in between that, and buildings are knocked over, and oh, it's so awesome. It's definitely, in my opinion, the best fight in the movie, and Kong has the upper hand until a certain point. One question though. Kong was in Middle Earth. Godzilla blasts his ray towards Middle Earth from Hong Kong, and Kong just got up there in no time. How did he get up there so fast? Did he have a launch pad or something? I don't think they explained it, but I kind of wondered, how did he get up there so fast? But hey, this is a film about a giant ape and a giant lizard fighting, so yeah, I'll just let it slip. Did you know? Franchises. This is the 36th Godzilla film and the 12th King Kong film. It's also number 4 in the current Monsterverse. Original. These two titans battled once before, in 1962's King Kong vs. Godzilla. And yes, it's a terrible movie. Back then it was guys in suits with buildings built around them, and they just fought. And well, I respect the way those movies were made in the old days. It's awesome. This one is really funny. I really recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a bad film, but in a good way. It's so much fun. Overall, I absolutely loved Godzilla vs. Kong. It has this old blockbuster feel to it that I used to get when I was younger with films like Independence Day and Armageddon. That same feeling I got here with this film, and that's a huge compliment. Both titans are well presented, even though Kong has most of the screen time. But hey, Godzilla had 2 films in this Monsterverse and Kong only 1, so give him a break. The fights are massive and spectacular, and I love how clearly visible they are. In the previous film, like I said before, they're hidden in clouds and in storms and in the dark, and here you see it all. Still, there's some dust and explosions and fog and everything, but it leaves the fight quite quickly. It really gives you the feel like you're part of the fight, like you're part of the action. The human characters are filler as usual, which is okay. It's, you know, you need some kind of human elements in there as well, I get that. But in the previous film, Godzilla King of the Monsters, I felt more attached. In my opinion, Mecha Godzilla should have been introduced in a later film, so this film would be solely about Kong and Godzilla. The film doesn't really give you a real winner, but it doesn't make the film any less fun. It's a great and massively spectacular, awesome popcorn movie, and it gives you everything you could possibly want from a film like this. Except for a real winner. I give Godzilla vs. Kong 8.5 out of 10 Kong axes. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Did you see Godzilla vs. Kong? Let me know below. Who's your favorite? What's your favorite part of the movie? How do you feel about the overall film? Let me know below. We'll talk. If you have the time, hit the like button, subscribe, or maybe check out some of my other videos which you kinda might like. You never know. Just try them out. And of course, as always, I hope to see you back next time. Bye!